For my visual learners in the room, we have 3 taxes where we are at the national average or some of the highest taxes in America, but we also have 3 other taxes where we pay some of the lowest taxes in America. So are our taxes too high? The answer in some cases is yes. Some of our taxes are too high. Some other taxes are some of the lowest in America. The next slide deals with how much money we're collecting. South Carolina is collecting 24% less today than it did back in 2006, 2007. So anyone that's telling you our government is growing is lying to you and misleading to you when we are cutting $1.57 billion in general fund revenue since then. In fact, I was asked to testify at a Ways and Means subcommittee meeting about the effects of cuts on public education. And when I was asked to testify, I began to share about the effects of the cuts, and I was interrupted by a member of the committee saying, how dare you come in here without studying your Old Testament? And I worried because I had prepared for this meeting. And I'd even studied my Old Testament, but it was for a Sunday school lesson that Sunday, and it was not for the Ways and Committees meeting. And he said, how dare you, back during the good times, want to spend, but now you're saying we have no money. Didn't you learn your lesson from the Old Testament that during the good years of plenty, you should be storing your grain in the what? Warehouses for the 7 years of famine that are to follow. And I said, that's a wonderful point. But let's look at how we did spend during the good years. Because South Carolina did spend during the good years. We did. But we spent it on tax cuts, permanent tax cuts. Act 388 has cost the state, according to the Anderson Independent, $585 million since it was enacted. By the way, the hole in our debt this year, $600 million. It's not a coincidence. We were short the exact amount by Act 388. And that money is not there any longer. Plus the additional cost of the state each year reimbursing the schools of another $125 million a year. We've eliminated the grocery tax to the tune of $430 million. And other tax cuts that we've enacted during the good years, so that during the lean years we don't have the revenue. Think about it. If you as a family had 3 people working and times were good, 2 people decided to stay home, times got bad, whose fault is it that we're out of money? Your fault, because you made a decision to reduce your what? Earning. We permanently cut taxes during the good years, so we're now surprised when the revenue's not there during the bad years. We have several taxes, some of the lowest in America. We made some decisions with Act 388, property tax reform, that have affected us negatively. But we also have many tax loopholes and exemptions in the area of sales taxes, services, and the not taxing of the internet that has caused us some of these issues.